Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that sounds harsh, but is very important. Trust no one. Now, before you think I have become a paranoid billionaire who hides money under the mattress, let me explain. Trust is a word we all love, but it's also a word that can lead to disaster if not handled wisely. I believe in trust. I trust my employees. I trust my partners. I trust my friends. But there's one big lesson life has taught me. Trust must be earned, not given freely. Trust is not a gift, it's an investment. You wouldn't invest your money in a company without research. So why invest your trust in people without knowing their character? In business and life, trust can build empires, but it can also destroy them. Think about the greatest betrayals in history, whether in politics, business, or personal relationships. Most of them happen because someone trusted too easily. If you want to succeed, you must be careful where you place your trust. The world is full of good people, but it is also full of people who will take advantage of you if you let them. Trusting blindly is like giving a fish to a cat and expecting it not to eat it. It's just not going to happen. We live in a world where people often wear masks. Some smile at you but plot against you. Others promise you loyalty but leave when times get tough. The truth is, trust should be built on actions, not words. A person who repeatedly proves their reliability is someone worth trusting. A person who constantly breaks their promises is someone to be cautious about. So my friends, I'm not saying to be suspicious of everyone, but I'm saying this. Be wise. Trust should be like a bank loan. It should come with interest, conditions, and time for evaluation. When you trust wisely, you protect yourself from unnecessary heartbreak, betrayal, and financial ruin. Always remember, trust is valuable. Don't give it away for free. When I started Alibaba, I was just a small guy with a big dream. I had no money, no connections, and no fancy degrees from Harvard or Stanford. What I had was vision, persistence, and the ability to learn from mistakes. But let me tell you, in the early days, many people tried to take advantage of me. Investors who promised the world disappeared overnight. Partners who smiled in meetings betrayed me the next day. Employees who said they would stay left for a better salary. I realized one thing. You can only trust people based on what they do, not what they say. A smart entrepreneur does not trust blindly. He watches, he observes, he tests, and he always has a backup plan. There is a saying in China, even when drinking water, test if it is hot or cold. This means you must check things for yourself. If you trust everyone blindly, you're like a chicken walking into a KFC and expecting to be treated as a guest. So how do you know who to trust? Let me give you 3 lessons. Everybody talks a lot. They say, I will help you. I am with you forever. We are brothers. But when the time comes to prove it, they disappear faster than Wi-Fi in the jungle. Instead of trusting words, trust actions. A good friend is not the one who tells you he supports you, but the one who shows up when you need help. A good business partner is not the one who makes promises, but the one who delivers results. When I was building Alibaba, many people said, Jack, we believe in you. But when I asked them to invest, they suddenly had other plans. They said, Jack, it's too risky. Or Jack, I will think about it. I realized that trust is like an exam. Some people pass, some people fail. You must keep testing. Many people fail in business because they trust people based on feelings rather than facts. I have seen young entrepreneurs say, this person is my best friend. I trust them with everything. A year later, they come back saying, Jack, my best friend stole my idea. Business is not friendship. In business, you trust numbers, performance, and actions, not emotional connections. Think about this. You are hiring someone for an important role. Do you trust them just because they said, I will work hard? No. You check their experience, their past work, and how they handle challenges. If they are lazy in small things, they will be lazy in big things. If they lie about small things, they will lie about big things. Sometimes, deep inside, you feel something is wrong, but you ignore it because you want to believe in people. That is a mistake. Your instincts are your best friend in business and life. There was a time when a big investor wanted to put millions into Alibaba. On paper, it looked perfect. But my gut feeling told me something was wrong. I did some research and found out that this investor had a habit of controlling companies and kicking out the founders. If I had trusted him blindly, Alibaba would not be here today. Always listen to that small voice inside you. It is smarter than you think. Your instincts are like an internal alarm system. Have you ever met someone who seemed too perfect? Maybe they said everything you wanted to hear, but something felt off. That feeling is your instincts telling you to be careful. If something seems too good to be true, it usually is. I remember a young entrepreneur who told me he trusted a supplier blindly because the supplier had a good website and nice emails. But he didn't do his research. After paying thousands of dollars, the supplier disappeared. Later, he found out that the company was fake. If he had trusted his instincts, he would have checked reviews, contacted other customers, and protected himself. Many people say, Jack, I trust my friends, I trust my family, I trust my boss, but do you trust yourself? The biggest mistake is to put all your trust in others and forget about yourself. When I started Alibaba, nobody trusted me. Banks didn't trust me. Investors didn't trust me. Even my own friends thought I was crazy. If I had listened to them, I would still be teaching English for $10 a day. But I trusted myself. I believed in my dream. I worked hard, I learned fast, and I never gave up. That is why Alibaba is what it is today. If you trust yourself, even when the whole world doubts you, you will win. Many people fail because they wait for others to believe in them. If you need permission from others to follow your dream, you will never achieve anything. Trust yourself. Work hard, learn, improve. People will trust you after you succeed, not before. So, am I saying you should never trust anyone? No. Life is not a spy movie where everyone is trying to trick you. Trust is important, but it should be smart trust. Test people before you trust them. Give them small tasks and see how they perform. Observe their actions, not their words. Promises are cheap, results are valuable. Have backup plans. If one partner fails, be ready with another. Never put 100% trust in someone unless they have proven themselves over time. Let me tell you a funny story. A young businessman once came to me and said, Jack, I trusted my friend with my money, and he ran away. What should I do? I laughed and said, first, congratulate yourself. You just paid money to learn a very valuable lesson. Never trust money with someone who has never handled money before. We all make mistakes. The important thing is to learn, move forward, and trust smarter next time. Final words. In life and business, trust is like salt in food too little, and life has no flavor too much, and it becomes poisonous. Trust wisely, trust carefully, and most importantly, trust yourself. Thank you.